Oh, hey there, everybody. It's not tennis time, it's golf time. What am I doing with a tennis racket today? We're going to be learning how to direct the ball where we want to go. And really important thing about directing the ball where we want to go is we've got to point the club face at the target. So, what I want you to see here today is there's three things that will direct the ball to where we want to go for our new golfers. The first is we've got to align ourselves. We've got to line up to where we want to go. And if you remember, we talked about grip and aim being part of the alignment to where we want to go. So first thing I want to talk about is grip. Making sure my hands are sitting on the club so that my thumbs are pointing down the shaft towards the ball or towards the center of the club face, so that if I see any turn to the left or to the right when I start, I can know that this club is not aligned to where I want to go. The next thing is I've got to make sure my feet are pointing in that same direction. So this can be hard to tell sometimes. So what I want you to do is imagine a line from your toes going towards the target. I also want you to imagine another line going right down the leading edge of this club right here, right in the middle of your feet. So you can see here, I've made this cross or T on the ground, and I've got my feet on both sides of the line, and my toes going up against the stick here, and I've got my club lined up. So again, this leading edge of the club is drawing a line right in the middle of my feet, okay? Same thing from this view. I'm gonna put the stick right in the middle of my feet, lay the club right in that same spot. Again, I've got everything aligned to where I wanna go. Now, this club face is very important to directing the ball to the target. I'm gonna attach this little metal or this little magnetic tool here to show you this. I've got the club face pointed towards the camera. If I keep the club in the same position but rotate the handle clockwise or counterclockwise to the left, I've now pointed the club face to the left. Again, that's going to send my shot offline. If I turn it to the right clockwise, it's going to turn the club face to the right. Again, sending my shot offline. So in order to keep this thing going straight, I've got to point my club face where I want to go. So here's what I want you to think. Tennis is a great way to look at this. If I've got my club face lined up to where I want to go, the ball will go pretty straight. If I point it to the right, it's going to go to the right. If I point it to the left, it's going to go to the left. So I don't want to put any extra spin on this ball by pointing the club face in different directions other than the target, okay? So when you take your setup, what I want you to do, I want you to line up and again, align yourself square, take the club back, and when you come through, try to point your lead wrist, where my watch is, towards where you want to go. If you come in and twist the handle to the right or clockwise, my lead wrist is going to be pointing to the right and it won't go to my target. If I point it to the left, again, it's going to go to the left and not to my target. So we've got ourselves aligned, and now we're trying to control the club face pointing where we want to go at impact to that point of contact. The last thing is we've got to get the club in the right path or the right direction. It's got to be swinging in the right direction towards the target. And what I mean by that is if my target was straight down this orange line right here, if I swing my club and I point the handle and club in this direction, that's where it's going to swing to. Imagine a baseball field. It's going to go to right field. If I do the same thing and point my handle and club in that direction, again, it's going to pull towards left field, okay, or to the left of my target. So when I go back, I really want my club as aligned with my toes and the line that I created with my toes as I can. I don't want it drifting too much inside or outside that line. Nice and straight as it goes back. Again, for new golfers, the straighter you can go back with that line and the straighter you can go through that line, the straighter your shot will go and you'll be able to control it. As you start to advance this here, once you get from this position, you keep turning those shoulders, the club will start to point towards a target on the top of the backswing, okay? Again, if it starts to go over in this direction, it's gonna be really difficult. You're gonna have to reroute that swing to get it to go to the target, and then those inefficiencies will slow down the swing. So in order to get it to go straight, we've got to align ourselves to the target, square this club face up at our point of contact, and swing the club on the path to the direction of the target that we want to go to. Keep in mind, we're really working through this swing in different pieces, so if you feel like you haven't got to this piece yet and you need to go back and continue to keep working on the motions, please do. This piece is, again, in mind, you've made a good strike and now you're trying to direct the ball to go where you want to go. Hope you had fun with us here today. Keep watching. We've got some more fun stuff coming for you. Be safe, and we hope to see you out on the course soon.